Hello everyone, welcome to Courts Today by Live Law, your go-to source for the latest and fastest legal updates. I'm your host Urvashi Chauhan, here to bring you daily developments, landmark judgments and significant rulings from the world of law. Let us begin with the headlines and a concise overview of the top stories. After that, we will delve into the full details. The Supreme Court has laid down important guidelines stopping segregation and division of labour for prisoners on the basis of their caste. The Supreme Court has restrained Tamil Nadu police enquiry against Sadhguru's Isha Yoga Centre, transferring the petition from Madras High Court to itself. Delhi Police's prohibitory order issued on 30th September against gatherings has been withdrawn. Climate activist Sonam Wangchuk and his associates from Ladakh who were detained on 30th September have been released and set free. Gujarat High Court has declined status quo in a plea against alleged demolition of Muslim religious structures and residential places in Gir Somnath. In the 1998 Brij Bihari Prasad murder, the Supreme Court has upheld life sentence of Ex-MLA Munna, Shukla and another. The top court has granted bail to an accused charged under PMLA in relation to the Mahadev betting scandal. In an important update, the Supreme Court today laid down some important guidelines to stop segregation and division of labour on the basis of caste of the prisoners in prisons. The court struck down provisions of prison manuals of various states as per which jobs were assigned to prisoners based on their castes. The court held that assigning cleaning and sweeping to the marginalized castes and assigning cooking to higher caste prisoners is nothing but a direct caste discrimination and a violation of Article 15 of the Constitution. The court said that the manuals were based on stereotypes against the marginalized castes, which not only demean and stigmatize marginalized communities, but also serve to maintain a social hierarchy that goes against the constitutional values of equality. Further, the court took objection to provisions of the UP prison manual, which provided that a convict sentenced to simple imprisonment shall not be called upon to perform duties of a degrading or menial character unless he belongs to a class accustomed to perform such duties. West Bengal manual said that sweepers should be chosen from the Mithir or Hari caste, also from Chandal or other caste. The court also flagged the provisions of some prison manuals which referred to denotified tribes. A bench of CJI D.Y. Chandrachud and Justices J.B. Pardewala and Manoj Mishra pronounced the judgment in a PIL filed by journalist Sukanya Shanta based on her article published in The Wire. The court directed all states and union territories to revise their prison manuals to end caste-based allotment of work. The court further directed that the reference to habitual offenders in the prison manuals should be in accordance with the legislative definitions. Importantly, the court has directed that the caste columns in prison registers must be deleted. Significantly, the court also initiated a suo motu case in this regard from now onwards. The suo motu case will be listed after 3 months for the compliance affidavit by the states and union with respect to the directions in this judgment. In the next update, the Supreme Court today restrained the Tamil Nadu police from conducting any further inquiry against the Isha Yoga Centre run by spiritual leader Sadhguru at Coimbatore after the directions issued by the Madras High Court. Let me tell you, on 30th September, the High Court had passed an order on a habeas corpus petition filed by a father alleging that his 2 daughters, presently aged 42 and 39 years, were being held captive in the Isha Yoga Centre run by Sadhguru and being brainwashed there. Although the daughters appeared before the High Court and submitted that they were staying in the ashram on their own will, the High Court observed that there were serious allegations against the institution and sought details of the criminal cases against the foundation. The High Court also directed Coimbatore Police to investigate the allegations of a POCSO case against a doctor in the institution and other allegations about detaining persons. Today at the Supreme Court, Senior Advocate Mukul Rohtagi appeared for Isha Foundation and sought an urgent hearing, saying that a police team of about 150 officers entered the ashram for investigation where over 5,000 people were staying. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, representing the Union government, supported the Isha Foundation's petition, stating that the High Court should have been more cautious in its decision. A bench led by CJI Chandrachud today transferred the habeas corpus petition from the High Court to the Supreme Court and further asked the police to submit the status report to it. The bench also had a virtual interaction with the two women monks who said that they were not facing any coercion in the ashram and were free to travel. Also, that their parents had visited them in the ashram on several occasions. The matter will be heard next on 18th October now. Stay tuned with us. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta today informed the Supreme Court that order of Delhi Police Commissioner prohibiting public gatherings beyond 5 or more persons from 30th September to 5th October has been withdrawn. On 30th September, the Delhi Police Commissioner Sanjay Arora issued the prohibitory order stating that the general atmosphere in Delhi was sensitive in view of the proposed Waqf Amendment Bill, MCD Standing Committee election issue, DU Student Union elections, and calls made by various organizations for protests. The police also cited the impending elections in Jammu and Kashmir and Haryana. Senior advocate Dr. Menika Guruswamy mentioned a plea filed by a priest of the Kalkaji temple challenging the prohibitory order as it would impact the ongoing Navratri season's festivities and Ram Leela performances. In response to this mentioning, the SG informed that the order had been revoked, and he added that the Delhi High Court was also considering a similar petition. In the next update, the Delhi High Court was today informed that climate activist Sonam Wangchuk and his associates from Ladakh, who were allegedly detained while marching towards the national capital for raising certain demands, have been now released and set free. The climate activist was leading the march called Delhi Chalo Padyatra, which began in Leh last month. He was detained at Singhu border on the night of 30th September along with 120 other people from Ladakh. SG Tushar Mehta made the statement before a division bench comprising Chief Justice Manmohan and Justice Tushar Rao Gadela of the Delhi High Court. This was when the bench was hearing two petitions seeking their release. He further informed the court that the prohibitory order issued by the Commissioner of Delhi Police on 30th September had been withdrawn. Advocate Prashant Bhushan, appearing for a petitioner, submitted that Wangchuk was not fully free and that there were restrictions in his movement. He also said that Wangchuk and his associates had been kept at different locations. But this claim was strongly refuted by the Solicitor General. So the court asked Bhushan to file an affidavit to back his submission and the Solicitor General to file an affidavit through a police official stating on record that the individuals had been set free. The matter will now be heard tomorrow. The Gujarat High Court has refused to grant status quo in respect of alleged demolition of Muslim places of worship, including mosques and graves, which was carried out by the state authorities on 28 September in Gir Somnath. Justice Sangeeta K. Vishayan, while issuing a notice to the state on a petition filed by a Waqf, declined to grant a status quo. The judge noted that in 1983, the state government had promised to conduct an inquiry under Section 37 of the Bombay Land Revenue Code. The deputy collector later declared the land as state government property, and an appeal is still pending with the collector without any stay or protection for the petitioner. The court also pointed out that in 2015, the petitioner had filed a civil suit and initially received a stay from the senior civil judge. However, in 2020, the petitioner requested the return of the plaint, which was allowed, and the matter is now with the Waqf Tribunal. The tribunal has not granted any stay, and the state has taken steps to remove encroachments, including fencing on the land. The court emphasized that in various proceedings, no stay had been granted and stated that, based on its review, the petitioner does not deserve a status quo. It further noted that the petitioner claiming to manage the property had not provided clear details of the properties under their management. In a significant development, the Supreme Court today upheld conviction and life sentence of accused ex-Bihar MLA Munna Shukla and Mantu Tiwari in the 1998 Brij Bihari Prasad murder case. Brij Bihari Prasad, a member of the then Janata Dal, was murdered in 1998 while undergoing treatment at a hospital. His death was reportedly revenge for his role in the assassination of gangster Chotan Shukla and others who were killed the same year. The trial court had sentenced 8 persons to life imprisonment for his murder. 7 of them, including Suraj Bhan Singh, Munna Shukla and Rajan Tiwari were acquitted by the Patna High Court for lack of evidence. Against the acquittal, wife of the deceased Brij Bihari Prasad and CBI approached the Supreme Court. A bench of Justices Sanjeev Khanna, Sanjay Kumar and R. Madhavan delivered the verdict. Out of a total of 8 accused, the conviction of Munna Shukla and Mantu Tiwari by the trial court was upheld and benefit of doubt was given to the 6 others as the top court refused to interfere with the acquittal by the Patna High Court. Convicts Mantu Tiwari and Munna Shukla have now been directed to surrender within 15 days. And lastly, the Supreme Court today granted bail to accused Sunil Damani in relation to a money laundering case connected to Mahadev betting scandal. For those of you who do not know, Mahadev betting scandal is a large-scale online betting and money laundering scandal involving the Mahadev book application, which offers platforms for illegal betting on cricket, casino games and other sports. The app is believed to be operated by 2 individuals, Saurabh Chandrarkar and Ravi Uppal, who allegedly run their operations from Dubai. The prima facie case against the accused here, Sunil Damani, alleges that he, being a Hawala officer, assisted the other accused in transferring the proceeds of crime. The Supreme Court bench of Justices J.B. Pardewala and Manoj Mishra was hearing the challenge to the order of Chhattisgarh High Court, which rejected his bail plea. Senior advocate Vikas Pava, appearing for Damani, submitted that he had been in custody since August 2023 and the trial is yet to commence with 98 witnesses listed for examination. Pava added that he has not been charged with a predicate offence under the PMLA. Advocate Zohaib Hussain, appearing for the Enforcement Directorate, informed the bench that a total amount of 5,000 crores has been laundered abroad and 45 accused are involved in the scandal so far. Without saying anything on merits, the bench granted bail to Damani upon the condition that he shall appear before ED officials every 15 days and will not travel abroad without court's approval. For more details on the cases mentioned here, visit our website at www.livelaw.in. Stay ahead with quick legal updates only on Live Law. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. You can support us by donating through the thanks button at the bottom of our videos or by becoming a member for just 89 rupees per month.